Man, he hit him so hard, I was staying at home watching it and I felt it. Now, I didn't pay for the fight. I just saw the highlights after. Had I known it would have been that good, I would have paid for that fight. But you know, I'm one of those people that told myself that I'll never pay for a Jake Paul fight because it's all staged. Especially since he have people like Island Boys chilling with him in his corner. I'm thinking it's all staged. Anyhow, Jake Paul is 5-0 with 4 KOs to his record. And he went in with a jab to the body and came over the top with a flush right hand to knock Woodley out cold and set off a wild celebration inside the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. The Showtime pay-per-view contest saw the 24-year-old Jake Paul leave no doubt in ways he didn't in August when he hung on for a split decision over Woodley in their first meeting. What that says is they fought before. They met in the ring before, and Jake Paul barely won, right? He hung on for a split decision. This time, it was no need to split anything because the only thing was split. The only thing was split was Woodley split on the ground. The cruiserweight bout was contested at a catch weight of 192 pounds and survived a late opponent switch as Woodley, 39, filled in for the injured Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is the half-brother of heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. And this is on less than a 2-week notice that Woodley took this fight. I don't know if Woodley must have said, yo, it's a fat paycheck. I got bills. Christmas is coming. Wifey wants the new, I don't know, the new Hummer or the new Porsche or whatever. The kids want a lot of stuff. You know, ain't nobody really booking Woodley for fights now all over the place like that. His schedule has slowed down tremendously. So bills are coming and your bills don't never stop. So even when your checks stop coming in, you still got them bills to pay. You know, so he took it on a very short, and that's the only reason why most athletes would take a fight on such a short notice. You need some time. You need some time to study your opponent. You need some time to get in tip-top shape. He didn't do any of that. He just came in. He probably came in thinking the same thing I was thinking. This is a social media influencer, YouTuber. He can't fight. All his fights been staged. I'm a professional. I'm going to go get this check and knock his ass out. Well, it didn't work out like that, bruh. He was face down on the pavement. I should say pavement because he probably thought he was on a pavement. Nah, he probably thought he was on a bed. He probably thought this was a bedroom brawl and he landed in his bed. Did y'all see how that man's legs was apart? Both toes, sets of toes pointing in either direction. He was out of it. Flat on his face at one point. Now you got to be completely unconscious to be dead flat on your face, on your nose and your mouth, which you need to breathe. Damn. So when Jake Paul knocked him out, Jake Paul said, and what now? What now? What now? He screamed that into the cameras as his arms was raised by referee Christopher Young, who waved off the fight at 2:12 of round 6. 2 minutes and 12 seconds into round 6. The finish couldn't have come at a better time for Jake Paul as the rematch had devolved exclusively into a holding contest with low outputs, very similar to the worst moments of their first meeting. But as soon as Paul delivered that's why the people were booing in the first place, because it was like a hug fest at first. And the reason why I thought this might have been set up. Let's hug it out for 5 rounds, give the people something to watch, throw a little punchy here and there, and then, okay, set it up 2 minutes into round 6, give me that chin, let me knock you out. I don't know. I've seen Woodley fight before. The way he dropped that hand and took that punch to the face, it was too slow, and it looked like he was, okay, this is the moment. Don't hit me too hard, though. And he knocked the sweat off of him. Damn. I mean, even if it was set up, I don't think he would have voluntarily took a hit like that. A hit like that can kill you, man. I'm surprised he's not dead. But as soon as Paul delivered the finishing blow, he returned back into his brash ways by jumping on top of the corner buckle and wildly rejoicing with his older brother and fellow influencer turned boxer, Logan Paul. "This is as real as it fucking gets," he shouted. "Just like my right hand," Paul said. "I told you I was going to fuck him up." And he did. Damn. Yo, listen. I don't know. Look at the fight. Especially look at the moment of impact for the knockout punch. Now, if you are a UFC person, then you already know what I'm talking about. If you are not, then please just Google for a second Tyrone Woodley, watch some of his fights, and then do a little bit of history on his opponent, and then watch the moment of the knockout. In my mind, ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way that Jake Paul was supposed to knock out a seasoned veteran mixed martial artist, fighter, champion fighter, who defended his title 4 or 5 times already successfully in the UFC. Ain't no damn way he should have got knocked out like that by Jake Paul. I'm still thinking this is fake. I'm thinking it's fake, but it's so set up so good that it's hard to call it a fake. It's actually illegal to throw fights. So if you take some money and throw a fight and lose, then you could also cost people a whole lot of money, because there are a lot of people out there betting on this, and there are a lot of people who done put down hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm putting $100,000 on Woodley. Why? Because Woodley is a seasoned veteran fighter. Ain't no way Jake Paul can get in there and knock him out. Maybe they didn't see the first fight, but remember, the first fight was a hug fest for the most part. They hugged it out. They rubbed up on each other a lot, and they hugged it out a lot, and they threw feather punches. They're thinking, okay, this time it's the real. And you have me lose $100,000 because you decide to take a dive. So it's actually a crime to take a dive in a fight. However, we know how the entertainment part of stuff goes. If it was all for entertainment, then it's all for entertainment. Who should Jake Paul fight next? I've heard that he could be set up to fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson says ain't no way in hell. Not unless they come up with $100 million paycheck. Now, I would watch that, and I would pay for that, because I seen Mike Tyson recently doing a workout, and the way he was hitting that bag, my body was hurting sitting at home watching him hit that bag. I was feeling hurt for the bag, and the bag has no feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave this one right here, but leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me, do you think that this was staged, or do you think it was legit? Are you a Jake Paul fan for boxing? And who do you think he should fight next? He was talking a whole lot of mess to Nate Diaz, who was at the fight, and he was telling Nate Diaz to leave what's his name that controls the UFC and come on over. Let's get it in. I don't think he's ready for Nate Diaz, but I didn't think he was ready for Tyrone Woodley either, and we seen what happened there. Damn. I'm out. Hit that subscribe button. Catch you on the next video. Hot Topics TV. Peace.